Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. A little while ago I came across this computer game called You're Just Imagining It. It's supposedly a chronic illness simulator where the goal is to get diagnosed with something. I haven't played it yet, but as soon as I saw it, I thought we need to do a playthrough. So here we are doing something a little bit different, but also completely on topic. We're gonna have a play at this game and see how real it is. The diagnosis process for different illnesses and for people in different situations can be incredibly varied. Some people get easy diagnoses, but they're not the norm. Most people take a long, I can't do any words today. It takes most people a long time to get their diagnosis. It took me over a year, which is on the short side. There were multiple different avenues, there were multiple possibilities. We were dismissed quite a lot. It took maybe a year, maybe a year and a half, somewhere in there from initial symptom to diagnosis. But for a lot of people, it takes a lot longer and it is a lot worse. So I don't know how grueling this game's gonna be, but I guess it has the potential to be truly, truly awful. Caution, this game is not meant to be medical advice. Yeah, I did just say that we'll see how grueling it is, and the second line of dialogue is, it's not fun, which I think I could have anticipated this. You know that's a very rare disorder. It's highly unlikely that you have it. Your body is stressed, that's all. Yes, the old you're just stressed response. Everybody's stressed during their GCSEs and during sixth form. Definitely had that said to me. They're all common issues, trust me. You're just imagining it. I was never told explicitly that I was imagining it, though I know a lot of people do hear those almost exact words, but it was implied that there was nothing wrong and I needed to, I don't know, stop turning up to the doctor's office, I guess. It was what was implied, that I was, you know, wasting everybody's time. This is a chronic illness simulation game. You think you have a chronic illness, but you don't know what. All you know is you're always in some state of pain. You've been to too many doctors to count. Your schedule is split into weekdays and weekends. Rest to relieve your pain and tiredness. Work to make money for medical and general expenses. On the weekend, you get special options. See the doctor for checkups and medicine. Play to de-stress and regain energy. Manage your pain and energy levels along with your money. How long will it take you to get a diagnosis? Summer. Oh, time's already passing. Ugh, my body hurts a lot today. My body is got a headache and I'm like heavy, but I don't feel like specific pain, but I feel so foggy. Like, obviously I'm editing this video, but there's just times where I'm just sitting here just like think of a word, think of something to say. But yeah, in terms of pain for me actually today, head and general body, but not like any specifics. So that's what's going on for me. How about you? My hands hurt from just moving them. Yeah, that sounds... Can't even hold my pen. Been there. I used to at school. I'm never going to get through this game. I keep stopping to chit chat. At school, when I used to write notes, there was kind of a patch of time where I was really struggling, and I would start the lesson off with my nice writing and my colourful pens, and by the end of the lesson I couldn't hold my pen, and like I couldn't hold it properly, and my like writing was like barely legible, and I felt so unable to write, to control my own, you know, hand and arm. It made me feel very unable to function. I don't know, just seeing your ability to decline over the space of an hour is just quite an unpleasant thing to witness. I definitely have got lots of experience of like holding a pen and trying to like write the letters and just not being able to make my hand do it. I should probably go to the doctor on the weekend, but will they even listen to me? Okay, so I could rest. So I seem to have death A death score of 40, maybe social or happiness, maybe energy, I don't know, of 80. And then presumably this is my money, my gems, I have 100. So getting rest will cause the death score to go down and the kind of happiness or social or whatever to go up. Going to work will cause death up, happiness down, but money up. I can check my meds, I can open the menu. Well, I'll start with rest because, I don't know. Okay, so I had a whole day of rest. It's now the weekend and I can have fun or see the doctor. The doctor's going to cost me money. So presumably this was made by someone maybe in America or another country that doesn't have healthcare. But for me, going to the doctor does not cost money. So that's a little adjustment. That's one of the privileges of living in a country with a nationalised healthcare service. But in this game, obviously, going to the doctor costs money. And presumably that is like a social battery or happiness maybe, because that's also going down with seeing the doctor. But they're also going to reduce the death score. I don't know like what the death score can get to before I just stop functioning. But I went to work and the death score went down. Did it? Or did it go up? I thought it was on 40. No, I rested. That's what I did. I rested. I've already forgotten my fog. The fog is I rested, so my death score's gone down. Right. Okay, I know what's happening. So she wanted to go to the doctor, right? She said it earlier. So let's go to the doctor. Okay, time for a new doctor. I don't know what's wrong with me, but something's wrong. Something's always been wrong. It's interesting because for me, nothing was wrong until it really was. But obviously for some people, things are lifelong and you just didn't know what they were until you did know. Bodies are crazy. Every day I wake up tired and in pain. That can't be normal, right? No matter what the doctor says, last time was no good, but things will go okay this time. I just have to explain my symptoms better. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of that. If you just do it right, if you just do everything perfect, if you explain it correctly, if you present yourself the right way, if you just have to like hit the secret code and then the doctor will take you seriously. That kind of self-blame that you didn't explain it properly or advocate for yourself well enough and that's why you didn't get the help you needed. Like she says, the doctor can't help me if they don't understand. And while that's true, it's also their job to make sure they understand. I need to try harder. Me. Tag yourself. I need to try harder. Hello, what brings you here today? Muscle pain, I see. Where is it located? Mostly in the arms and hands. Hold them out for me. I'm not sure what the problem is. What work do you do? Computer work. That'll do it. The pain will continue as long as you use the computer. I'll prescribe you something for pain reduction, but they're not going to do anything else. Come back when you run out of the painkillers. Yeah. Not to be cynical or anything, but you got painkillers out of it. That's something. We've got, so it's now Monday. We've got death of 28. That's quite, is it on the low side? I'm not sure. Happiness / social, 68, and then money is 48. So I think we go to work today. Oh, there was a whole week of going to work. I see. I get the game now. So it's the weekend again. Can I check my medicine? I'm currently taking a topical NSAID. NSAID? And currently taking a topical NSAID, maybe, for muscle pain. Days remaining 7. Keep track of how you're doing. It is energy. The little smiley face speech bubble is energy. Pain, energy, money. So I could go to the doctor again. I could have some fun. Oh, the little happiness face has gone to sad. Right, okay, so we'll do something fun. Little party. And the death score's still quite low, so I think I'll go to work again. So I think it's each one is doing whatever it is for, in the week it's kind of showing it going up and down, and so I'm assuming that's, you know, I've clicked go to work, so it goes to work and say the death score increases, but then I go to bed and it decreases, and then I go to work, and then, you know, it's kind of fluctuating, which totally makes sense. But if you do too much every day, even though you're sleeping at night, even if you rest in the evenings, obviously your death score, which is what I've decided to call it, will continue to go up. Pain. They call it pain. I call it the death score because that's what it looks like to me, and it feels accurate. So I guess we go to, oh, she's sad again. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. little squid goes to a party, and then I could do work or I can do a rest. Let's do rest. So the desk score goes down, the happiness score goes up. Didn't make any money. Should we see the doctor or check my meds? Oh, I have no meds. Okay, right. I need to go to the doctor. See the doctor. Guess I'll try again. Things never go right the first time anyway. Too true. It's quite a horrifying doctor. Hello again. Let's see your file. Right, arm and hand pain. How is it? So the medication is working, but I still wake up with pain. But you said the medication makes it hurt less. All I can do is help you treat your pain. Classic doctor thing to say. Your work is the underlying issue. My going to school was the underlying issue, apparently. Unless you want to try going off the medicine. So you've got two choices. You could go on the medicine that does something but not enough, or you could just stop taking it. Medicine's better than nothing. I agree. That's generally what I would end up on the side of. Some relief is better than nothing, but some people prefer not to be on extras. Some people prefer not to be on extra stuff if it's not doing enough. You know, it's one of those things. You've just got to work out where you sit and where your preferences are. Since it seems to be working, I'll prescribe a month's worth and we'll see how it goes. This time wasn't any better. The doctor won't even listen to me. Yeah, you did kind of like just brush it off. Pain's gone down, but I'm sad and I've got no money. Oh, I could get rest. I think I'm gonna have to go to work. I've got lots of medicine. 28 days. Okay. Oh, I rested. Oh well. What's the little red rest? I don't know. Should I go to the doctor again? Because he didn't do anything. And if I wait till I'm still taking medicine, I can't go again. Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I wait till I need medicine again, he'll just prescribe more medicine. But if I go beforehand, then I might be able to talk about something different. But I can't go again until I haven't got medicine. So I'm just gonna have to just do other things. And then it's Monday, and I will go to work. Oh, it's a cat. Why is it when it is at a party, it looks like a little octopus? I think I like the octopus better. Okay, it's the weekend. I still have medicine, so I will go to a party. Tell me that doesn't look like an octopus. And then to work, because I'm feeling all right. Okay, so the meds are making me feel better because it says so, but not by a lot. Okay, it's the weekend. Do I still have meds? I do. So I guess I go to a party again and then carry on with work. Still got meds and they are improving. Go to work, which makes me feel worse, but with more money. And then I take my meds, which makes me feel better. And then go to the doctor for a prescription. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend. Doctor. Third time's a charm. Let's see, right hand pain. No, it's my neck currently. My neck started to hurt. Back for more medicine then. I just want the pain to stop coming back. It's relatable. I already told you your computer work is the problem. What else do you want me to do? You haven't even looked at my hands. Pain is because of your own actions. You probably have too much anxiety too. Well, of course. Of course. You worry too much and then you feel like the pain is worse. I mean, that could be true or it could not be true, but it doesn't mean there's no pain on its own. You have to change your habits for it to get better. What, like quitting her job? How's that going to help? You never asked me about my work habits though. Oh yeah, you just assumed. Well, if you don't want something for your pain, I can't help you. Painkillers or nothing. These are the choices. That's all then, right? If it gets worse, you can come back for more medication. So I didn't get anything. I can't feel my hands or feet. They're just kind of tingly and numb. I'm used to the pain, but this, I should probably see the doctor. It's been a year since I last went, but I don't want to go. Yeah, I definitely have long periods of time where I just don't bother going to the doctor. Haven't been in ages. You just take whatever symptoms you have and you deal with it because it's just a waste of time and energy to keep going back. They don't add a lot more, there's not a lot more they can do. I'm already on painkillers like this person was. So yeah, what are they going to do? What they're going to do is check your blood or your heart or your kidneys or your whatever else and say, oh, your organ's fine. Your blood's fine. Your XYZ is fine. Bye. This new feeling where you're like, oh, am I dying? And they're just like, no, you're not dying. The door's that way. I mean, on one hand, thank you for confirming that I'm not dying. But on the other hand, you've not done anything. Back to my starting numbers. It's magic. Wish I could do that. I could get some rest or I could go to work. It looks like I need to rest. You know what? I'd really like just a little panel for my life, and then I could, behave based on that. Too much interpretation of what's happening internally. Let's go back to the doctor, because she's got the numb hands. Yes, try another doctor. That's what you need to do. You need to keep looking for a good doctor until you find one. It can't get worse, right? Oh no, foreshadowing? Sometimes the only way to do it is just keep going until you find a good one. Hi, what are you here for? Let's see. Tingling in the hands and feet. You're too young for it to be. So I'll prescribe you some vitamins. Come back after that and we'll see how you're doing. No, I would, if it was up to me, I would say straight away go to a different doctor. You need to be changing doctors like quicker than this, in my opinion. As soon as someone ignores your problems, come loose. That would be my opinion. I think I might have to source some painkillers of my own in a minute. Okay, it's the weekend and let's go back. Oh, I'm still taking the meds and I can't go to the doctor. Do I guess we do something fun? I wish there was oh, can I rest at the weekend? I can rest at the weekend. Perfect. Okay, so now I can rest or work. I think I'm gonna work. See, they said that we work on the computer, but that's clearly a cat writing with a pen. So, I don't know. The story's not adding up. Oh, the medicine ran out. Let's go to the doctor. So what are you here for? The vitamins ran out. I'll prescribe you more. If they aren't working, maybe you should eat better. Ah, yes, the old, have you ever eaten a vegetable? I got that on the phone once. I was really struggling with my blood sugar, or what I think is my blood sugar, though I've never been able to get confirmation of it, so I'm I don't want to say that it is. I have all the symptoms of hypoglycemia after I've eaten something sugary, and then some time has passed, and then maybe if I've done a bit of exertion, I've done a little walk or something, I'll get this flare up of what feels, which is just the whole list of symptoms for hypoglycemia. But basically nobody's ever been able to find anything on a blood test. Whether my blood is actually doing hypoglycemia or not is unclear, but it's what it feels like. Anyway, so I was talking to the doctor about this, and I've talked to the doctor about this many times, and nobody's ever been able to find anything, and nobody's ever been able to answer why I feel this way in exactly this situation without the blood doing the same thing. My personal theory is that my blood changes slightly and my body reacts major, but not enough that a regular person would feel it at all, so it doesn't show up on the test. That's my theory. But anyway, so I was talking to the doctor about this, and the doctor said, okay, well, what you need to do is stop drinking coffee. And I said, I don't drink coffee. And she said, okay, well then you need to stop drinking fizzy drinks with caffeine in them, because they're sugary and they have caffeine in them, and they're caffeinated. And I said, I don't drink fizzy drinks. And she said, oh, okay. And then she said, do you eat vegetables? And I was like, yes, I do eat vegetables. And she was like, okay. And she just kind of went through this kind of list of very basic things about diet. Obviously, I am doing my best to eat a healthy, balanced diet. So she was, telling me about the different food groups. And I was like, yes, I eat vegetables. I'm not perfect, but I think I have a fairly standard diet that a healthy body shouldn't have this kind of reaction to. It was the assumption that I must be drinking loads of coffee, loads of fizzy drinks, never drinking water, never eating vegetables. The assumption was she started just telling me not to do things that I wasn't doing. It wasn't an ask of how is your diet? Are you drinking a lot of fizzy drinks? It was a stop drinking them, you're drinking too many. I don't like fizz. I don't drink any at all. And so it was just that kind of assumption that I must be doing something so ridiculous never drinking water and drinking just gallons of fizzy drinks a day and then asking why my blood sugar's messed up when I don't. Tangent aside, much like this kind of doctor, the assumption that you are eating terribly badly, statement that you must be and you need to stop it. It was just it was unfair, and it wasn't very helpful, because I'd already been trying for ages to eat as well as I could and and try not to spike my blood sugar. This, I think, is true to life. I think a lot of people experience this, and I think we're also all aware that a healthy body that doesn't have any struggles shouldn't react so strongly to a slightly bad diet. So even if the things you're eating aren't ideal, your body shouldn't be like hyper reactive to them unless there's something else going on. So anyway, true to life. Have you ever considered eating a vegetable? Yes, I have. Yes, I have considered eating a vegetable. Thank you for your input here. What is your normal diet? Not enough protein. A classic thing. Eat more protein. There, your prescription. I've definitely had it when you go to a doctor for, let's say you have 2 issues. You talk about one more than the other, and then one's like an afterthought of, oh, there's just this other thing too. And then they spend the whole time talking about that one little bit and then basically send you away. And you're like, that's not why I came here. That's not the main problem. That's not what I wanted help with. They, you know, I'm sure it's because they pick the thing they think they can help with. But sometimes it feels like they pick the thing that isn't the thing you need help with the most, isn't the thing you want them to focus on. Very on theme. I'm running out of steam. Right. Okay, so I don't have a lot of money. Oh, but she's sad. Let's have a rest. Always need a rest. When we take the meds, it's not putting the green. Before, when we were doing the meds, it was improving the other scores. But now it's saying we're taking the meds, but nothing's happening. So clearly the vitamins do nothing. But I've still got, I've got a child's dose as well. Well, what's that supposed to do? I'm an adult. And I've got a week left before I can go. Okay. She's still sad, so rest. Yeah, let's have a rest weekend. And then should we work or have a rest? She needs a rest. Look how sad the little face is. Okay, medicine ran out. Okay, let's go to the doctor. Not enough money for a checkup. Oh no. Okay, we'll have a rest weekend and then we'll go to work. A checkup. Not enough money for a checkup. How expensive? Is it 30? Oh God. Okay, can I work at the weekend? I can work at the weekend, but it's not going to be good for me, is it? Right. And a work week. Oh, it's a little sad face. Hi, what are you here for? Vitamins. I don't want more vitamins. Do you want the vitamins or not, sir? Oh, the doctor just walked out because I didn't want the vitamins. Okay, I can't go to this doctor again. Maybe they're right. Maybe there actually isn't anything wrong with me. I can't do this. Oh, more time's passing. No. What was that pain now? Oh, feels like my body's on fire under my skin. Nerve pain maybe. But is there even any point going to the doctor? This is what I'm saying. I just can't be bothered. If I need medication changed, I'll make a doctor's appointment. But if literally anything else is happening, I don't bother. The disillusionment is real. Doctors aren't free, and the one I went to last year was useless. Doctors should be free. Firefighters are free if your house is burning down, so why is it if your body is burning down, not everywhere gives you free doctors? I don't know. Right, okay. So it's Monday, and I'm back to my normal scores, and I've got money, so let's get some rest. I could go to the doctor. Let's go to the doctor. Nerve pain, that sounds rough. This is a common problem with an easy fix. A simple outpatient surgery? Gosh, yeah, I'm with them. That feels very intense from you, there's nothing wrong with you, to now you have to have surgery. That's a big leap. You'll be in and out in a day. The recovery time isn't that long either. You still haven't explained it at all. They do that sometimes. Yeah, and the surgery has not been explained. Like, what is it for? Oh gosh, look how sad my little guy is. So upset. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so should we go to work? The problem is, if I do decide to have the surgery, it's going to cost money, isn't it? I could go back to, oh, I might not be able to because I've got medicine already. Let's do something fun because my little emotions so sad. That did something, I guess. I'm gonna have to go to, no, I've got some money. Should I do rest? Okay, let's go to the doctor. What's even the point? The doctor won't listen anyway. I'll just stay home. The game is rebelling. I said go to the doctor and the game was like, no. I always feel tired lately. I just have to live with it though. Yeah, you kind of do. Bad pain. Okay, we need to rest, obviously. Clearly I've just been working and not. Should we go to the doctor? She's not going. She's just refusing to go to the doctor and time keeps passing. I feel awful. I'm not sure if it's the usual pain or if I'm actually sick. Yeah, sometimes I think that if I develop something wrong with me that is dangerous, I won't notice because I'll just be like, yeah, it's another non-dangerous thing you just have to live with. Okay, death score is at 80, sad is at 4. Okay, so let's rest again because money's fine, but the others are not fine. Oh, this is when I'm just gonna rest again. I think it's just a case of rest. I could do something fun, but the death score's high. Can't rest properly. Can't relax. I could go to work. Can't go to work. I can't go to the doctor. Oh no, have I reached a dead end of the game? Because I can't do any of the... Can't relax, can't work, can't rest. Maybe I'll give it... Yeah, I have to keep clicking it. I really don't want to go, but I can't do any of the other things. This doctor can't help me, I don't know what else I can do. It's getting really sad. We're here for today. General pain, mumble. They even come. Oh, as a cat doctor. Have you ever been tested for... You just say it's the same thing presumably that we suggested several years ago that was dismissed. Is that it? I understand you must be surprised. Something is rather uncommon, but you seem to have many of the signs. You're not imagining it. Oh my god, I think I've won the game. I can't believe this whole time there were tests. Time it took to get a diagnosis. 7 years. It's really depressing, but I know that that's not like 7 years is a long time, but also it's like a realistic time that some people have experienced this for. This unknowing, not having any help. The amount of time it takes for different chronic illnesses to be diagnosed is so wildly variable. And I think if you, like me, grew up healthy, able-bodied, I had so much faith in the medical profession. I kind of believed that there wasn't a lot of concern about health things because they would just fix it. Obviously, over time, that view has been dismantled. But for me, the actual diagnosis process wasn't as bad as it is for a lot of people because it only took a year and some, maybe a year and a half max, to get the diagnosis. That wasn't the hardest part for me. That wasn't the biggest struggle because I continued to go downhill after my diagnosis because of a lot of factors, including bad advice and bad treatments from doctors, but not limited to. Other things have, contributed, but that definitely was part of it. But I think I got my diagnosis fairly early on, but then continued to experience the same kind of issues that this shows for a lot longer than the diagnosis took me. So I kind of have a lot of experience of these things, but kind of in a different order. And now I very rarely have that kind of issue because I never go to the doctor unless I have a very specific request that I know they can do. Like, I want more of this medication, or I want to change this medication, or, whatever. I only go and speak to them if I have a specific question that only a doctor can do, generally about prescriptions. I don't go there to chit chat about my struggles anymore. I don't go in to talk about symptoms or new concerns. I don't bother. Honestly, it's just a case of it's not worth the effort unless I have a very specific thing that I want to say, and generally something that I want a prescription for. I think there's no doubt in my mind that was made by someone with a chronic illness. That is exactly correct. Very cute little animations, and you know what, they were right. I felt it. I really felt it. And yeah, that took me maybe an hour and a bit, and you could definitely like split it up into like parts if you wanted to play it. The game's free and it's on Steam, and it was really accurate. I found that very accurate, and I wonder whether you can like get better at playing it. Wonder what like the ideal way to do it is. Is there an ideal range that you're aiming for the different sections? I'm not sure. I think this is a very good game, and I thought it was very accurate, and I'm very impressed by how good it was. If you enjoyed this, please let me know and tell me if this game was representative of your experience. Did you have a long, difficult diagnosis process, or have you had struggles with doctors taking you seriously? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!